Hello friends, welcome back to Online Maths Up. So we have this question right here to solve. So this is an interesting exponential equation. This is 8 power x plus 2 power x is equal to 130. How are you going to be solving this? So like we've always done, I encourage you to pause the video and see if you can solve this, and then after that you can come back to the video and see the method we are actually going to be using to solve this question. And then I trust you are going to enjoy the video. But as we proceed, if you are new to our channel, do what to hit the like button and then subscribe to our channel. That is one way you support what we are doing over here. Let us proceed right into the video. So what I'm going to do is actually to rewrite this 8 in power of 2. So I can actually write 8 as 2 power 3. Okay. And I'll raise to power this x over here. Then I put this 2 power x is equal to 130. And then of course, if I apply the rule of indices right here, you know that if I have a power, let's say m, and then bracket n, I can actually write this as a power n, and then I'll put out this m over here. So I can actually apply that here to have that to be 2 power x, and then raised to power 3, okay, plus 2 power x, and then it's equal to 130. So to make the work look more convenient and easier, I'm going to actually set this 2 power x to be equal to, let's say, m. Okay, so let me use b, so that if that happens, this whole thing is actually going to change to b, okay, power 3 plus b is equal to 130. Now, what I'm going to do is actually to bring this 130 to the left hand side. So I'm going to subtract 130 from both sides. And then I have 0 at the right hand side. So next, I will look for two numbers that when I multiply them, it's actually going to give me 130. And the two numbers I'll do the work is actually 26 and then 5. So 26 and 5 will do the work. So 26 times 5 it will give you 130. So if I replace this, if I replace 130 with the product, okay, so what I'm going to be having is b power 3 plus 26b. So I will write b, this b as 26, and then minus 25b. Okay, so when you subtract these two things, 26 minus 25, it actually gives you b. And then in place of 130, I'm going to write 26 multiply, this is 26, multiply by 5. And this whole thing is equal to 0. Okay, so continue from here. I'm actually going to bring this one and this one together. Okay, so if I do that, I'm going to be having b power 3 minus 25b, and then plus 26b minus 26 times 5. And this is equal to 0. At this point, you can see that b is common, so I'm actually going to factor this b out. So here, b squared will remain. And then I'll have 25 left over here. At this point here, if you look at this here and this time here, 26 is common, so I will bring 26 out. B will be left here, and then 5 will be left on this side, and it's all equal to 0. Okay, so moving on, this is b into b squared. I can actually write this 5 here as, this 25 here as 5 power 2, and then plus 26 into b minus 5, and this will be equal to 0. So I'm actually going to apply the difference of two squares right here, and of course you know that when we have a squared minus b squared, you can actually expand this as a plus b, okay, multiply by a minus b. So I'm actually going to be using this rule on this side. And if I do that, what I'm going to be having is b into b plus 5, and then b minus 5 plus 26 into b minus 5 and all equal to 0. Okay, so obviously you can see that b minus 5 is common here. So what I'm going to do is just to factor that out. And if I do that, I'm going to be having b minus 5. Okay, b minus 5 into, so if I factor b minus 5 out here, b into b plus 5 will remain. And then on this side, I'm going to be having 26 remaining. And this is equal to 0. So if I simplify this stuff inside the bracket here, what I'm going to be having is b minus 5 into b multiplied by b here is b squared, and then plus b times 5 here is 5b, and then plus 26, and this is equal to 0. And obviously if we apply the zero product rule here, this will imply that b minus 5 is equal to 0, or this stuff in the bracket here, b squared plus 5b plus 26 is equal to 0. So what we are going to be doing is just to solve this case and also solve this to obtain the values of b. Okay, so using this case, solving this one right here, b minus 5 equal to 0, actually implies that b is equal to 5. Okay, now on this second case over here, b squared, so let me put this in rectangle, b squared plus 5b plus 26 is equal to 0. If this is a quadratic equation, and then we actually want to find out whether it has a real solution, so that if it doesn't have a real solution, we can just abandon this and then go with the solution we've actually got. So, and we just need to check the discriminant, which of course is given by b squared minus 4ac. So we want to find out whether this is equal to 0, or is less than 0, or is greater than 0. Okay, and of course if it is less than 0, you can be sure that this quadratic equation does not have a real solution. X, we can just reject it and then go with the one we've already got. So in this case, you can see that a, which is the coefficient of b squared, will be 1, and then b, which is the coefficient of b in this question here, is equal to 5. And then our c is actually going to be this constant, which is 26. Okay, so completing the discriminant, this is going to be 5 squared minus 4 times 1 times 26. Okay, so this is actually going to be 25 minus 4 times 1 is 4 times 26 will be 104. Okay, and then when you subtract this stuff here, the discriminant is actually going to be equal to minus 79, which of course clearly you can see is less than 0. And because it's less than 0, we can say that there is no real solution. There is no real solution. Okay, and then since it doesn't have any real solution, we can just go with this solution we've got over here. But don't forget that we actually set 2 power x to be equal to b. Okay, So, but now we've gotten our b is equal to 5. So we can just go ahead to replace it over here just so that we can go ahead to find the value of x. Okay, so 2 power x is not equal to 5. So how do we find x over here? We can do that by taking the log of both sides. So we take the log of both sides. So this will be log 2 power x is equal to log 5. Okay, and obviously if we bring this one down, x log 2 will now be equal to log 5. And then we can actually go ahead to divide through by log 2. And then when we do that, x is actually going to be equal to, this can actually cancel this. So x will be equal to log 5 divided by log 2, which we can also decide to write it as x to be equal to log 5 base 2. So this is actually going to be the value of x. Okay, so we can just quickly go ahead to confirm whether this will satisfy the problem we just solved. So the question we solved is 8 power x plus 2 power x is equal to 130. And so we want to find out whether x equal to log 5 base 2 will satisfy the equation. Okay, so what we just do is anywhere we see x, we'll just replace it with this value. So this is 8 power log 5 base 2, and then plus 2 power log 5 base 2. Will this be equal to 130? So moving on, I can write this 8 as 2 power 3, and then log 5 base 2 plus 2 power log 5 base 2. Will this be equal to 130? Moving on, I'm actually going to take this 3 to the power of 5 over there. So if I do that, I'm going to be having 2 power log 5 power 3 and then base 2 plus log 2 power log 5 base 2. And then there is one important rule of logarithm which I want to bring to your notice. When you have a power log b base a, once the power and the base of the log is the same, this whole thing is actually going to collapse to b. So this is very important, and I'm going to apply this rule over here. So if I apply this rule here, this one will change to 5 power 3. Okay, and then this one here will change to 5. Okay, and then we want to find out whether this is equal to 130. And then obviously 5 power 3 here is 125 plus 5. Okay, and obviously you can see that 125 plus 5 is equal to 130, which of course verifies, or which shows that x equal to log 5 base 2 actually satisfies the problem we just solved. So thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you subscribe to our channel, turn on the notification icon so you don't miss any updates. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.